Hello viewers, you're welcome to the English Learner. This presentation will therefore introduce you to English grammar. Under English grammar, the English language is one of the languages that is strictly governed by rules or principles, and those rules and principles are in numbers. There are hundreds of grammar rules, but the basic ones refer to part of speech and sentence structure. There are rules that guide the formation of words. There are rules that guide the construction of sentences. For you to be able to express yourself in a good way, you need to master the rules of the language. And for English language, the English grammar is therefore important and you need to master. The word grammar does not mean using of jawbreakers. Difficult words to pronounce. By the time you see certain people expressing themselves and they are using big words, like bombastically, you can name them, gorgeous, gigantic. All these are not what we call grammar. Or you see people using too serious or fancy words or expression. These are not what we refer to as grammar. What then is the meaning of grammar? Grammar refers to the rules of the language. The rules of the language, with knowledge of the essential principles which ensure correct, appropriate, and acceptable use of such rules. Therefore, in a simple form, you can therefore say the rules of the words, the rules that govern the language, are what we refer to as grammar. For you to be a master of English language, you need to know those rules that govern the language. And that which will help you to have this understanding is the mastery of English grammar. You need to know the part of speech or the word classes. You need to know your punctuations. You need to know how sentences are therefore constructed. And these are going to be the things we need to be considered during this presentation. The importance of grammar. Number one, it determines the sense or nonsense uttered by a person. How will you know? Probably someone express his or herself correctly. If you have no idea about the grammar of the language used by such a speaker, for you to be able to determine how sensible the expression made by a speaker, you must have mastered the rules that govern the language. And that is the number one importance of English grammar. The second is that the knowledge of the grammar also gives the ability to detect error and to be able to correct them. Well, it's one thing to be able to identify. It's another thing to know the correct thing to present. So, having identified error, you should be able to provide the correct form. And that's which will help you with this is the knowledge you have on English grammar. You want to correct your brother, you want to correct your sister, or you don't have the knowledge on the grammar of the language. You don't have knowledge, or you don't have the proper understanding on the English grammar. How will you therefore be able to bring about correction? People who have correct knowledge of grammar can confidently use and command language. For you to be bold and courageous, probably you are a public speaker going out to address people, just like in Nigeria, our official language is English. If you don't understand English grammar, she won't have the courage to thinking of we are going to be each day which people are going to identify from the expressions. Therefore, a person's mastery of a language is therefore essential, and that which will help you to be able to be confident, to be able to have command in English. You need to have the knowledge of grammar. And the last but not the least importance, it aids or ensure effective and meaningful communication. As you can see, language is important in the sense that that is what human needs to express themselves in terms of communication. Communication has to do with you sending a message, and there must be a receiver. Now let's go over to word classes in English. On word classes in English, we shall be considering two divisions, and those two divisions are lexical items and functional words. Words are grouped into classes which are labeled the parts of speech. You should know them. The parts of speech includes nouns, adjective, pronouns, verbs, adverbs, conjunctions, prepositions, interjections, or exclamations. Now, on word classes, just as I said earlier, that we have two divisions. There are words that are regarded as lexical items, and those are regarded as function words. We are going to consider this in a diagram. For lexical words, these are words that fall under nouns, adjective, verb, and adverb. Look at the diagram. The divisions. On the right hand side, if you're facing the screen, you see the function words, and which words are referred to as function words. Words that fall under determiners, words that are classified under pronouns or auxiliary verbs, not verb but auxiliary verbs, prepositions or conjunctions. For function words, you can see that we have determinants. Determinants are quantifiers or articles we use in English, like your a, and the d, definite article d. These are determinants. They are therefore very, very important. You need to know the uses. Now, what do we refer to as pronouns? Pronouns are words that are used as substitute for a noun. Instead of you trying to use the name, which is therefore used for identification of an item, a person, a place, or thing, you may therefore replace it with a word, and such words are therefore referred to as pronouns. And that's the reason why we say pronouns are used instead. Are words which are used instead of a noun. They are used in place of nouns. Such words are he, she, it, him, we, us, and so on and so forth. Auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs are what we refer to as helping verbs. So whenever you notice or you identify a verb helping another verb in a given sentence, such a verb will be referred to as auxiliary verb. So such type of verb fall under function words. And as for prepositions, that which is used to show relationship between items, between things, such as in, of, at, and many others. Those are also words that fall under function words. And as for conjunctions, that which are used to join words together are therefore also under function words. Conjunctions examples include and, or, either or, neither nor, but, and so on and so forth. Now, looking at the other side whereby we have the lexical words. The lexical words forms the main content. It forms the main or content words of a sentence. And those words are words that comes under nouns, adjectives, verbs, and adverbs. When I say the boy is good, the is definite article, and that's a determinant. It will not be classified as a lexical word. It is a function word. Why? Boy, which is a noun, fall under lexical word, and there's a main context in that expression. Is a verb, not functioning as auxiliary verb. Therefore, it is a lexical word. And good is an adjective. Is another lexical word in that sentence. diagram on the hierarchy of various grammatical units. The ranks or the level of distinctive grammatical units are illustrated in the in the diagram you are viewing. You see sentence at the topmost part. And that is to tell you that the highest unit in English grammar is the sentence, while the smallest unit is the movement. Now, sentences are analyzed into clauses, and that's to tell you that next to sentence is clause. Clauses are analyzed into phrases, and the phrases are analyzed into words, while words are analyzed into movements. Movements, words, phrases, clauses, and sentences. Those are going to be what will form topics in our next presentations. So therefore, ensure you keep following as the presentation is therefore being released. Going to the other side of the diagram, it illustrates the formation of the grammatical units. Morphemes are used to form words. Words are used to form phrases, and the phrases are used to form clauses, while clauses are therefore used to form sentences. Here is just a further explanation to the diagram you've seen earlier. Now, the 5-rank structural design shows that sentence forms the largest unit in grammar, while morpheme is the smallest. Morpheme is a constituent within the construction of the word. The word, therefore, is a constituent within the construction of the phrase, while the phrase is a constituent within the construction of the clause, and the clause is a constituent within the sentence construction. The sentence, therefore, is not a constituent, but a construction. It does not form a part of any large grammatical unit, whereby morpheme happens to be the smallest unit. Words are just the smallest unit which has meaning in English grammar.